I'm going to talk to you today about one of the best decisions I ever made in real estate, which is buying my first commercial property, which is right here behind me. In 2013, I bought this property for $1.25 million on an SBA loan. And I'm going to explain, I'm going to walk you through this whole building, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did and how I was able to build this building up, and now it's worth $3 million, not because of market levels, because the cap rate has gone up so high and market levels have increased. We're gonna walk you around the whole building. I'm gonna show you the changes I made over the last 8 years. If you're here right now, you're here because you wanna learn about real estate. You wanna learn how to become financially free. I too started just where you're at, and you can do it just like I did it. If I can do it, so can you. If you can do it, so can I. One of the biggest things, you might have seen this on our TikTok before, one of the biggest challenges with this property right here, this property is on an HOA, but this problem had existed for years, this garbage problem. So until I got here, this didn't exist. This is my work. We caged this whole garbage up and we made it so you can't get inside here unless you have a key. Look at how pristine and clean that place is. When I got in here, there was no gate, there was no door, and people were dumping stuff everywhere. That was one thing I fixed just this year, and I had to get into it with my neighbors, but now everybody's super happy. We don't have homeless guys rooting through the garbage, tenants complaining about garbage. We don't have garbage falling out. We have the garbage situation contained. We're not getting overcharged for our garbage. The whole thing's fixed. All right, so we're gonna walk around the whole property. I always keep a lease sign on my buildings because it costs money to put it up, it costs money to take it down, and it doesn't cost anything to keep it up there, and you're always gonna be turning tenants, so it's just a better idea to keep it. We've got a side entrance over on this side. This is a 2-story building, and one thing I'm gonna tell you about a 2-story building is you're gonna have an elevator when you buy it and it's newer, right? And that means more costs, so that's something you wanna be aware of. We've trimmed back all the landscaping. This property's been painted once before. That was $9,000. We've taken all the landscaping back. The building looks great. If you compare it to the other building, I think it looks better. Clean this up. We're gonna remove these things. Actually, let me do that right now. I wanna make both this area and this area upstairs non-smoking areas. I want these thrown in the trash because nobody's emptying them out and we don't need them anymore. Get rid of all this stuff, get rid of all that stuff. Putting trash and garbage bins on your property just attracts garbage and trash, right? It doesn't help you with anything. I literally watched one of my tenants today, I'm not gonna say his name, but he walked out of his office and he put his garbage in this trash bin out there versus in the one in his office. So now we gotta empty that trash bin. So it's just more maintenance, more stuff you're gonna have to deal with. One other thing you wanna know about when you buy properties, in Nevada, we get like 3.7 inches of rain per year. But because we get so little rain, all this soil turns hard as a freaking rock. And when I first bought this property, literally the water would run through these windows that were installed, I don't know if correctly or whatnot, but it would literally come through the bottom of these windows. So we actually ended up having to put a drain in here, a French drain that picks up most of the water, then pumps it out through the main sewer system. So that's stuff to be aware of. We got rat traps all over because you got stuff that happens there. You got to pull the trees back. So when I bought the property, this was an original tenant. He stayed there. This tenant was in here. He's been in here for like 12, 15 years. In fact, kept him in here for 1 year and I lowered his rent. Why? Stabilize the building. Good tenant. I had lost a couple tenants and I said, you know what, I don't want to lose any more. Let's keep somebody in there, because when COVID happened, people were starting to get squirrely. So this guy's been original, and the way this building is designed, this is 2 units, right? So there's a hallway between the front and the back. And if I can get in here and show you, let's see. Can I walk through, Anna? Okay, so this was where we opened this part up right here. This used to be just the hallway. We took this door, put it over here, closed that part off, and now we have what we have. So that was a creative way for us to change the building, but basically give them 1 suite. And his suite ended here, so this was set up like before. We just connected these 2 doors and pushed the other door over here. This is the lawyer's office, and this would be the real estate office. We'll walk around this other way. Actually, we'll go this way. I'm getting Levy some extra. Actually, we'll go this way. No, I'm just kidding. And one of the other things we did, which I need to redo, is we drilled these little holes to stop the rain. It looks like they got plugged up, so the rain's still here. We gotta fix that. Here's our studio. We'll walk through here real quick. Got a little studio in here. This is jugging. That's Juggin. Say hi, Juggin.
What's up, bro?
Still working on the studio right here, kind of redoing it. Got this wall over here that we're in the middle of painting, doing a redesign on the set. This is our other editing room, New York City. And then we're out to the main hallway. So now we have this tenant that's gonna give us notice. This is where my first little office, right? When I occupied the first floor, I started right in here. Or the second floor, I started right in here. So this one tenant occupies this whole space right here. And then we got a tenant right here. And then we got another tenant right here. So these people are moving out. So I'm gonna make this one space. I'm gonna make that another space. What's up? You're on camera now, dude. This is one of my hostile tenants.
Here, come in here.
Better check this bathroom out.
Come on, I just shined it up. Look, the counter's all wiped down. I just slicked it up. I gotta take care of my man Troy Kearns' property.
Well, plus his tenants, his people like to fix stuff, but they're not the best fixers, right?
Get this on camera. I love this guy.
I don't know if I like where she's got this lockbox. One thing you want to do, and this is an innocent thing, my staff is innocent. If you've been dealing with properties for a long time, you're not gonna be as innocent. I'll give you a quick little tip here too. If you're brand new in real estate, how to get these lockboxes off, you just push this thing right here, add the code, oops, just push it like that till that side pops up. Now if you want to change your code, you just click this thing and you change the code. You go in here, change it to whatever you want, and then you come back. I want to put this in a new place. I'm gonna look for an area that the homeless people are not gonna see. I think they found the best spot. I think they found the best spot. We're gonna keep it out for a second. All right, so. Okay. Another good tip for you, lock this thing from the outside in, or inside out. Inside out. So we're gonna put a hasp. So when you have an attic that opens out to your roof, you want to have a lock from the inside that locks people from coming from the outside. Because all somebody has to do to sneak into my building is get on the roof. Oh, be careful. I just want to show you a couple things up here. When you got flat roofs, you're gonna see that all this stuff is built with drain systems. So this stuff is getting plugged up. The water's coming over here to the corner. You've got a drain that's gonna plug up. Two things have to happen here. We're gonna pressure wash this, clean this whole area out, and then we're gonna put another coat on this. We're gonna put the coat of basically some sort of an elastic material, probably something from Tenant, that is going to make this roof last an extra 5 years, right? So if I do it twice, that's 2 years. So I've already done it once. I haven't had any problems because I maintain my stuff. So important to know with commercial property, with residential property, maintain your stuff. But you can tell a lot of these units are different. I don't know who installed this one. This one's too big. These are just right. Got all sorts of different AC units. Parkour, parkour! Parkour, parkour! I'm right behind you, Andy! This is not the cliff. I'm not being crazy. This is not the outside. There's another little thing right here. If I fall down, I'll be all right. This is a great way to get a view of Las Vegas for sure. Doing some filming on, my whole point. See this little decline right here? Water's gonna hit that. Look at this line. And it's gonna shoot that way and that way. Go down to your drains. You gotta keep these things empty because if you don't keep them empty, they back up and the water will sit here and then it will drip. It's gonna drip down to its lowest source, which is gonna be somebody's unit. They're gonna call, they're gonna complain. The heat's gonna make it moldy and then you're gonna have issues. So you see all these coating right here? This is protected. This is leak proof and we stay up on top of our stuff so that nobody has problems. So if you're gonna own a commercial property, which has been one of the best decisions I made in 2013, I bought this property on an SBA loan for only 10% down. It's one of the many properties that I own, one of the 5 commercial properties that I own. Actually, it's more than that. I own more than that. So it's one of the 3 commercial buildings I own in Las Vegas and one of the 7 total commercial buildings that I own. But this is where I got my start. This is the one that I'm most attracted to because this is where I got my start. And I paid the lowest price out of all of these owners right here, out of that owner over there, 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 and out of that owner over there. What does that mean? You only make money on the buy and then you make the money on the sell because of how you bought it. So if you're trying to get rich in real estate, make sure you know how to find deals. Make sure you're buying when other people aren't. And I bought this property when other people weren't. This was on the market for a long time, in 2013, and I bought it from a flipper. Believe that, right? I bought it from a commercial guy who bought it at auction or bought it from somebody for $1 million and then sold it to me for $1.25 million. I wasn't counting his money. There's deals out there all the time. Don't worry about who's getting paid for what. Just worry about subscribing to our channel. Peace.